Good morning. It's 11, 7 minutes to 11. I'm at a local coffee surfing location in Far Rockaway. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while, but I just wanted to bring the audience up to speed. Yes, I have gotten together a website for my online store. It's on the Wix site. That's Ramos, Ramoes, Gaston, Gaston, at wixsite.com. Also, look for me on my one of two platforms on Instagram. That is Ramos, Ramoes, and also RamoesGaston. That is my Yahoo. I'm sorry, my YouTube. Also, you can find me on, because for some reason my phone here is acting up and I don't know why. Maybe it needs an update. Maybe I have too many files, but I can't DM anybody. And that's a good thing because I'm not too sure. There are some unwanted visitors to um, my Instagram page, which I will say I just don't know what to do with because you know everything is not in the eye of the beholder. So I will just say that much. And if you find yourself in a compromising position, listen, never deny anybody any help if you can do it. But also know there is a limit and there's a boundary to everything that we do in this life. Just like having a good haircut, having a good shave and a lineup, there's a limit. And there's a line that will not be crossed. Meaning in the sense that just like wearing a facial hair, there are certain points where you will go and there's certain points that you won't go because you will be stepping over, okay, and you're leading in or how should I say spilling into an area which where clearly is distinct, it's distinct and designated for one purpose, but you have to realize what these things are. All right, it's in relation to what I was saying. It's the reason why some of you might find the last 2 or 3 days on my RAMOESG Instagram account. Um, Can't access it on this, so this is why I am on the broadcast here with YouTube. Like I said, I'm here. I'm doing all the marketing, promotions, and advertising for Bummer, which I'm the founder of. And I would like for you guys to, if you have anything to say, I'm sorry, guys, but I will put this on uh, my DM, and also I will create a message on my Instagram account to move the traffic over to here because what's happening is I'm not too sure what's going on, but you know what? Call it a technical difficulty. Maybe it's a glitch error with T-Mobile and Metro PCS. That's who my carrier is, and for some reason that sucker right there is not allowing me to do what I normally do, which was basically sales, marketing, advertising, promotion by yours truly. And it's not allowing me to do it. So this is why I'm here. So I just want to let you guys know that I didn't go anywhere. It's just been under construction. And I do have looks for some of the things that I have. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you something right now, and you will be able to tell me yourself. Um, I can't, for some reason, I'm gonna find a way to show you my collection or the line of clothing that I have already found a vendor for, and it's gonna look something like this. I know you can't see it too well, but that's it. That's some of the stuff. Those are the hoodies, beanies, and hats, as you can see. Correct. I'm using this because now, hey, Instagram on that account, you don't want this to go up. You don't. Hey, it's okay because your big S&P 500 companies already took control over of the cargo that's you know like they say, that it's not in your brick and mortar stores because there's a limited supply and everything has to go on a back order. So it's not my fault. It's really out of my hands, and I'll tell you what, it's it's just the luck of the draw. And if I need to find a new vendor, I will. Um, but I kind of like am comfortable with the designs and the look of my first time putting this out into the public. And please, when I finish working on my website, you will be able to pre-order and make pre-order sales if you would like, and also find out what is to come for the year 2022. Okay, um, and I also would like to um, thank some people. There's a consortium that's developing for 2002. And I've been asked, so I'm letting you know now. I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but it should be somewhere, I think, California. It's 312 area code. But anyway, yours truly has been asked to be on a panel of Black CEO. Uh, um, it's a speaking engagement. They've asked if I would do with other speakers on the panel. And I also uh, was one of the people at the BET Soul Train Guinness Book of World Records longest or biggest Soul Train line. This was this past 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago in Harlem at Marcus Garvey Park. Anyway, um, yeah, I just wanted to inform you guys. I know it's been a while. Um, I know I titled this what I said it was, and it's something that I basically I know it exists. It's just certain people. Maybe it's the personal care products you use. Maybe it's um, how do you start your day, basically. And like I said, if you want to be one of those individuals that can literally have your shine and have your tea and let your soul and let your light tour your soul. Um, that's something that is self-explanatory. I cannot basically give you instruction on it now. All I can say is, take out the time to see the time that you're in. If you believe in the time as it is. We know in real space and time there is no time that exists. You understand? It actually is suspended. I haven't been in space yet, but I would like to think my head is in the clouds, and that's the reason why I'm assuming that these things, believe me or not, you might think that I'm a little far fetched with what I'm saying, but you can literally, they say, if you practice hard enough and train hard enough, dedicate yourself enough, you will be able to transmit and also transition. You understand? And what do I mean by that is basically, what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come back up. So that we call that the cycle, right? Okay. I'm not talking about a systematic pattern of doing business. I'm basically talking about something that is on a different level, but it only can be developed and also it can be illustrated only if you are sincere and you do have calming mind, and you also have an open heart. These things will help um, ignite this spontaneous combustion. What I mean by that, I mean within this cerebellum space right here, there are things that'll be firing off. Call them frequencies or whatever have you, like your voice. You know, these things are what I call I call it the xylophone to the skeletal system. And these things do actually vibrate. You understand? And the deeper your voice is, or the more or bass that you have in your voice, you yourself can hear these things. That is, if you are a person that's in tune with yourself. You understand? Um, that's why it's important when you wake up in the morning and you have a set routine. You understand? It's not something just for people that are small proprietors or small business owners like myself. Just getting it off the ground. And it's a good place to start, even when it is off the ground. You should always stay, like I said, you should always be on that ground level, reception as you develop new relationships and make new friends and develop new businesses and also close uh, favorable deals, favorable deals, okay? And also invest in yourself, always and foremost. And that doesn't mean going out and buying a, whatever. No, I mean, take out the time to, bask in the sun. I mean, I know these things sound cliche, but it's actually a niche for those that are in the know. Okay, so if that's the type of person you are, that only can come to you from careful observation. You understand? I'm not talking about what these two things see, from a stranger or a neighbor. Um, no, I'm talking about something that you have to get one of these things. Not literally, you know, is that's a throw pillow, but for me, I call that a cushion. Because I spend a good majority of my time uh, in meditation, in retreat as well. And these things I find are very helpful for me, especially being 50 years old. So as you can see, I live by the airport, which is by JFK. So it's one of those things. And believe me, if you're wondering, where do I get all this stuff? Well, listen. First and foremost, I am a trained, certified forensic care specialist that works in the psychiatric community, or should I say, yeah, we do, because you know what, some of our culture and our communities don't pretty much assess their surroundings, and they're not they're only security minded when they see law enforcement. you know, um, when every individual that is in your community should also understand the fact that they are that law enforcement if they only had the right set of tools that were, a level of skill set, so that, law enforcement wouldn't really have the reason to harass people in general, no matter what skin color you are, what sex you are, or what is your sexual orientation. These things, I have no business in everyday human service. You understand? Because the big deal is to stray away from or avoid things that I consider pain and suffering. And a form of that can be, ignorance. You understand? Because any ignorance that you may have, it could be like the size of some dirt underneath your fingernail. That little amount will definitely like take you off your mark. You understand? I mean, uh, I'm having a conversation here. This is my broadcast. I would like for you guys, when you have a moment, to just do your own evaluation and just tell me, what have you found so far in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? I'm only saying this because I've done this over 10,000 times in the course of 30 years. And now it's time to get on one of those things and go and make pilgrimage, hopefully next year, and travel, internationally again. I mean, hopefully all these restrictions that we're going through will be lifted, and that New York be New York. Okay, only New Yorkers know New York. And I'm not talking about people that live in the financial district, people that work, for like Ernest and Young and Goldman Sachs and things of this nature. I'm not talking about these guys. All right, because these guys can afford to come out here, because now it's pretty much developed. You can come out here, have an Airbnb home or a townhouse or one of these new developments that they have around here, and it could be your summer home. And then when the fall comes in, like now, in the winter, they fly back to wherever it is that is warmer for them. Unfortunately, yours truly is not that fortunate because I'm a community person, and if my community ain't together, I'm not together. That's how I look at it. You understand? So don't just judge a book by its cover, because let me tell you something. Not every book and every chapter has a good ending. So I'm just gonna just explain it in that context, okay? Because specifically what I'm talking is that you can free yourself from a lot of these things that cause a lot of suffering amongst people that at the time They're not where you think they should be because you might have a certain compassion for the individual, and then what happens is you don't find that it's finding yourself as a purpose for what it is that you feel you should care about or have feelings towards. Um, I know this is pretty broad, like I'm just brushing the canvas of things, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to speak on, but for now it's been a while, and I think this is going to be how it's going to be from now on until this phone gets its act together. Right? I don't know what I'm gonna do, but like I said, I don't know why, but thank goodness there's a market out there, and that is not the only way that you will see this face. You understand? So that's where we're going with this, and I just wanted to tell you, yeah, there's a little bit of, like I said, this is a public area, so it's not a problem. I guess this is what I'm gonna have to do until T-Mobile or Metro PCS fixes the technical issues with this phone. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, who knows by the people that are involved with these accounts on these lives that they don't see that. Look, I got content and I'm giving it, and for some reason I can't. But it's a good thing because there were certain things I had to avoid, like I said before. And it was before that when I was on my second account on Instagram. And now all I do is promote my brand. And what happened is there's the attention that I personally like. Right now, it's like, okay, now you just wore out your welcome mat with me. You wore out your welcome mat with me. It's been like if I see there's things going on and there is actually no progress, I'm gone. I'm gone. Like I said, if my community is not together, I'm not together. And I've been a big proponent, supporter of people that are like it's inclusive and it shows a different version of how people can, live. I don't want to say the words, to be honest with you, because the fact of the matter is nobody really does exactly what they're supposed to unless it kind of like they find that it's not working for them in some way. So they'll bring in someone that is some type of an expert or supposedly trained person, not a personality, but somebody that's actually has lived experience. You understand? And then you have some that because of this classism thing, like the three classes, like because of that being said, some people don't understand that there is a division. You understand? And it's all from what they call dividends. You understand? That's just income or salary payout to a shareholder whatsoever. And I look at it like this: we're all shareholders, and some people are economically inclined, and some people are not. You understand? So it's time to get educated, people. It's time to get educated and understand that every one of us, from day one, from history, okay, we're all on the chopping block. Okay, and when I mean a chopping block, I'm talking about the working class person. You understand? Because this is an area, or this is a medium in which where nobody gets their recognition. You understand? I did go to a rally about 2 weeks ago at City Hall in New York, um, at the mayor's place of business, or his wherever you want to call that, um, for equal wages, fair wages. Because as a caseworker, which is that's my title and capacity at work. I don't think that I'm in it, and there's many like me. You understand why we're out of the position that we enjoy doing. Like I like that. I like that field of work, because I'm actually helping people. You understand that don't understand what how to navigate with the word mental health. You understand? A lot of these agencies they just hire people based on college education, but what is out there? There's no professors out there telling you what corner to turn, what street to go down. Okay, we have traffic police for that, but a professor in that field cannot look. A lot of these things that they're telling us are based on theory and only concepts. They cannot go outside of that frame of work. They can't. Understand? Because it's a formula that they already put in order, and that's how the business runs. So, in order to get our true sense of liberation, we really need to stop supporting these folks. You understand? because there's no origin in the way, all of this is all about profit. And when the profit, and I'm talking about, obviously, I'm talking about currency profit, right? But in this same sense, I'm talking about, you know, emotional currency. You understand? That's what I'm talking about. And that is a subject that, listen, what I'm telling you, I'm not getting from no book right now. I'm in public. I'm at some coffee tea spot, surface and stuff around my way. And I just want to let you know. But the next time you see me on this live again, you will know that I'm back. And I want to let you guys know. I would like your prayers for all the people out there that are of the Sangha community, which that's what that means in Sanskrit. If you're part of the Sangha, please, I will take refuge in you. I take refuge in the law of nature, which is the Dharma, and I take refuge in Shakyamuni Gautama. And that is something that I will say. First and foremost, I should have said it at the beginning, but now you understand what Bama Know the Walk to Talk is about. If you do your homework and you do your research, you educate yourself and understand why and who I am and why I am here. You understand? I'm not here to play games with you. I'm not here. Listen, I'm a 50-year-old man, and if I haven't found what it is that I needed yet by now, as far as being a individual that is in the community like everybody else, you have to be able to know, well, beef on this side is necessarily not a good thing for me to make a habit of, taking in. You got your greens and all this other good stuff over here. It's up to you to find your medium, to find what it is for you. First of all, like I said, there's nothing that you should be able to judge me on in regards to this broadcast. For one reason, is because I'm not a trained person that isolates themselves. I'm an individual that, they call it in layman's terms. I know what I know, just like you should know what you know, and make it work for you. I mean, if we do this together, that just means that there's a level of ignorance that is still prevalent. And you know what that comes from? They call that euphorism. All right. So it's not a big thing. Some people desire or they need that type of attention, and that's what they do. I said they can't help themselves. You understand? Because it's all part of growth. Okay. And if that's what people need, then let them have it. Okay. They just remember this: they don't own you, and they don't have to have you. You understand? Because everybody is responsible for their own decisions, and you have to let them be. That's it. You understand? So, with that being said, I want to also let you know I might be going back to the capacity work that it is that I do, but I will always let you guys know because these things that I'm doing right here, it's free. It's free. It's free advice. And you guys, some of you, you wanna go to an app and you want to hire a therapist or hire some type of crisis counselors. You see the sick thing about how business is with this United States when it comes to us in jeopardy and crises. They only put these people to work when something bad has happened. Notice the media. Notice how they cover certain stories only when there's something wrong. When there's a few gunshots, there's a few bodies, there's a few criminals, and there's a few scenes that has happened. So what is a person that is a counselor, or a person like myself, a caseworker, is supposed to do before a crime happens? Usually that means that is the only reason that these things are a service. It's not good. It's not good service. Let me just say that. All right. I'm only speaking because I've been there and I've worked in the field. And now they're looking to possibly consider me as a candidate, but in a supervisor position. Anyway, that goes to show um, I've come from a certain point of learning and certain things they teach you. You don't necessarily get the full gist of it. You might get the guidelines from the classroom setting, but after that, when you're out here, you see exactly what insanity is. And just take a look at the next person that might be in your company. If every day and every time you speak to this person or see this person, and it's a place that you are at, or something happened, and it's something that you're realizing, it's pretty much like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That shouldn't be a routine. Your routine should be customized to you and benefiting you. That's it. All All right. Some people live their life on some face value stuff, and that's all they care to do. They see other people and be thinking that they should be in the face of other people. I don't think so. I don't necessarily practice that type of concept. I just don't. Okay. I like my space, and I'm a shy person. I'll say that. I don't care. I like it. It's a good quality. Don't let corporate America teach you and tell our kids that being shy is a bad character. No, it isn't. Okay, because that's an ounce of prevention prevents a pound of cure. All right, these things are not being said unless you're a parent and you're in this capacity of teaching. So remember that an ounce of cure is a pound of prevention. All right. Thank you guys, and I will be back. But also go to my live when the old ones that are still up from this week. For some reason they're stopping me from doing that. I don't know why, but that's RAMOESG at Instagram or GASTON.RAMOES at Instagram or Ramos Gaston here at YouTube. Once again, thank you for being here for this channel report, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Who knows? See how long my money lasts. Um, and then after that, also you can go to my Facebook as well. All right, I'm in the Facebook. I have a group, and it's actually you can call it a Black Planet group. All right, it's just a bunch of intellectual people that are experts in their specific areas. Just so happens, majority of them are people of color, and that just doesn't mean black. Okay, everybody's in this rainbow. That's what I need to let everybody know. And I don't mean that other, mafia, alphabet mafia stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real, and that's including everybody. All right. So I don't like that. These people, supposed teachers, and they're associating human existence with a crayon. We need to grow up. All right. Thank you guys, and I will be back. I already said where you can find me, and I will post this. Thank you. See you once again. Peace, and be patient with yourselves and kindness to others, but also be kind to yourself, which means take out the time. All right. Thank you.